Hey everybody, you're listening to WVA Stonewall Jackson. WVA Stonewall Jackson. Thank y'all for listening to my radio program today and everything. Just now got done making another one and everything. Just a few moments ago and everything. I'm going to read y'all another article here on the DRUDGEReport.com. It says, exclusive video, Broderick Willie Jones to Bill Clinton's defenders. These are crimes. Terrified of enabler Hillary. Washington, D.C., an exclusive video interview at the presidential suite of the historic Watergate Hotel. The victims of Bill Clinton's alleged sexual assault, Janita Broderick, Kathleen Willey, and Paula Jones, got together for the first time in person to express their personal fear of Hillary Clinton and to warn voters that Clinton does not stand for women's issues. The three women who say their lives were forever changed by their experiences with the Clintons used words like terrified and frightened to describe their feelings about the prospects of Hillary Clinton's presidency. When asked about counter-argument that their allegations towards Bill Clinton only dig up past infidelities, all three women attacked establishment media figures for using this language. We were not willing participants, Broderick said. These were crimes in a separate interview. Broderick shared her own story of brutal sexual assault, which she says Bill Clinton perpetrated against her. Willie called out NBC News, Andrea Mitchell, and CNN's Jay Tapper by name, challenging them. These are not infidelities. A rape is not an infidelity. These are crimes. Any other people would be in jail. This is no longer about infidelities, indiscretions, girlfriends, sex, interns, none of those. This is about a serial rapist, a predator, and his wife who has enabled his behavior all these years. Later in this interview, Jones, Wiley, and Broderick expressed fear at how a potential president, Hillary Clinton, would use the power of her office. It terrifies me, and it should terrify all women, Jones stated about Hillary's presidential ambitions. It should terrify all men and women, Wiley added. She will annihilate any enemy, all of her enemies, anybody who has spoken against her, across the board, for I don't know how many years. She will get rid of them. No woman who advocates for women attacks the victims of sexual assault, be it by her husband or anybody else, said Wiley. The women argued that the term enabler best describes Hillary Clinton's role in her husband's alleged sexual crimes. There is not a better word for any of this, stated Broderick, especially when she threatened me personally. Wiley added, she is complicit in everything that he has done. She had helped him do it, asserted Jones. She has turned a blind eye for decades against what he has done, stated Broderick, and she has been the main one to help cover up this up and go after us. Wiley and Jones both accused Bill Clinton of sexual assault, which Wiley saying that she suffered acts of intimidation in what she has described as a campaign to silence her. Broderick says that Bill Clinton raped her and recently stated in an interview with this reporter that she was raped twice during the same 1978 alleged assault. That's the end of that article, people. Try to keep y'all informed and everything. Wow, this is a crazy article. If I can get it to pop up here, I'll read it to y'all real quick. Jack Ma, Spielberg strike deal to bring Hollywood to China. It's a casting director's dream. Jack Ma, China's richest man and the highest grossing Hollywood actor of all time, has struck a deal to work together to produce and finance films for the world's second largest movie market. Alibaba Pictures Group Ltd. is buying a stake in Amblin Partners, the production outfit backed by Steven Spielberg, to work together on production, marketing, and distribution, both globally and in China. It's the latest in a spree of deals over the past 2 years intended to help U.S. studios tap that could soon be the world's largest box office, while hopefully imparting a little of that Hollywood movie-making magic to increasingly ambitious Chinese households. Jack Ma, photographer Daniel Aker Bloomberg, the agreement with Spielberg's storied studio marks Alibaba's and Ma's most comprehensive production effort to date. The company has been selective so far, preferring to invest in select films such as the latest installment of the Mission Impossible franchise, in return for an equally stake in the right to stream it across internet giant Alibaba Group holding Ltd's various online services. Among Chinese consumers, there is an increasing demand for premium global content. Ma said in an emailed statement, "This collaboration can serve as a cultural bridge and have a positive impact on the next generation of Chinese consumers." Alibaba Pictures will also name a representative to sit on the board of Amblin Partners and content creation company formed by DreamWorks Studios. Participant Media, Reliance Entertainment, and Entertainment One. Spielberg is the chairman of Amblin Partners. "We intend to make 6 to 9 movies a year," Amblin Partners president and co-chief executive officer Jeff Small said Sunday at a launch of the tie-up in a downtown Beijing skyscraper's ballroom. The films would be distributed by a network that included Universal Pictures Ltd. China had the fastest growing demand in the world. Ma and Spielberg appeared together at the launch. There's a lot in China that's becoming more and more known through media, and China's tremendous renaissance, said Spielberg, who was part of the crew that shot the movie Empire of the Sun in Shanghai in the 1980s. He said he wants to bring more China to America and more America to China. Ma's support. Ma told the launch, "He's not personally trying to envision movies of the future, but my job is using technology to support these guys." China has been a focus for Hollywood studios in recent years as the U.S. film market has stagnated in 2015. China's box office tattled $6.8 billion, up to 49% from the previous year, according to the consultant firm Artesian Gateway. The North American box office had its biggest year in 2015 at $11.1 billion, according to the Motion Picture Association of America. American studios have been looking to Chinese partners for funding and ways to maximize the revenue from a country that limits the number of foreign film firms exhibited annually at 34. That aligns with the ambitions of a coterie of local media houses that are in turn trying to hone an ability to reach worldwide audiences and hasn't been shy about paying for it. Jurassic World, fellow Chinese billionaire Wang Jianlin's Dalian Wanda Group company, has been among the most aggressive in its overtures. It bought Jurassic World co-producer Legendary Entertainment and has agreed to co-finance a market release in China for studios including Sony Pictures, Wanda, now said to be eyeing Golden Globes. Showrunner Dick Clark Productions also runs the world's biggest chain of movie theaters after buying AMC Entertainment. Other Chinese players investing in studios include Fosun Group and Huiyi Brothers. But the rapid pace of acquisitions has some in Washington spooked. Lawmakers have called for an overhaul of regulations to give U.S. greater ability to scrutinize and block Chinese investment in U.S. media, as well as force lobbyists acting for the Chinese to register their interest. In December, Spielberg brought new life to his production company, DreamWorks Studios, renaming it Amblin Partners. The director of E.T., the biggest grossing director in history, raised $800 million in debt and equity from the banks and partners Reliance Group, Participant Media, and Entertainment One. As part of the deal, Amblin's films will be distributed by Comcast Corporation's Universal Pictures rather than Walt Disney Company. Spielberg's been honored with more than a dozen Best Director and Best Film Academy Award nominations, winning for Schneider's List and Saving Private Ryan. But his latest effort, the BFG, failed to recoup its cost at the box office. This weekend in the U.S., Universal Pictures releases the first movie from its pact with Amblin, The Girl on the Train, based on the best-selling mystery novel. That's the end of that article. I thank y'all for listening to my radio program. If you have any ideas or questions, just make sure you send me a message. If you like it, please like my program and share it and tell your friends about it. I thank y'all, and God bless y'all.